Beruchim atem lamonai, speaking through the graciousness of KOLLEL A'Ahavat Israel. May they be very successful in spreading Ahavat Israel, the love for Israel, the people and the land, and spreading mitzvot and chesed amongst our people. I would like to veer a little bit. We mentioned that we would speak about halacha, but today I would like to speak about a certain individual who was niftar, and I was zocheh to go to his levaya yesterday. Probably the posek par excellence of America for the past 30 years. The son of Hagaon Maran Moshe Feinstein. Rabbi Dovid ben Shima Feinstein was niftar Erev Shabbat. He was a Gaon. When a community had a question concerning Aguna, concerning life and death situations, he was the proper address. And he left us bereft. We have two interesting chazals telling us that when a Gadol B'Yisrael passes away, one chazal tells us it's like a korban. Another one says it's like a churban. One says it's like we're bringing a sacrifice to the Borei Olam to cleanse ourselves from all the averot. And the other one says it's a churban, it's a destruction for us. It seems a contradiction, but in truth it's not. When Bnei Israel mourns a great man, and through that mourning, they come to teshuvah and rectifying of their bad midot. That is a korban reach nichoach lamonai. It's a pleasant smell to the Borei Olam, and that tzaddik will be a shmirah for us. But if we ignore the aspects of teshuvah, if we don't fix our sins, then that is a true korban for Klal Yisrael. Rabbi Dovid Feinstein, as he was known, Rabbi Dovid, was a man of simplicity, of pashtut, a man who did not run after kavod, very humble, a man who was a matmid, constantly learning Torah and doing chesed. Let us try to emulate him. I'll tell you, I had gone to the yeshiva many times, and I remember the first time he was wearing a short jacket, not like other Rosh Yeshivas, other rabbis who wear a Prince Albert down to their knees, a jacket of distinction with a fancy hat. He was wearing also a straw hat, be it a black hat, straw hat. It was a straw hat. The second time I came to the yeshiva, he was filling up the soda machine with the soda cans. Not such a respectable thing for a great rabbi to be doing, but he was a humble man and didn't cross his mind to do otherwise. Those are two midot which really talk to our generation. We must learn to be simple. We must learn to be humble. And another one of his traits, which was so important, was he was a man of few words. Of course, he had a tremendous sense of humor. And he made everybody who came to visit him comfortable. But he did not know how to schmooze. He spoke divrei Torah. He spoke divrei chesed. That was his personality. We feel that we could speak about everything. And sometimes we go overboard, and the person we speak to is hurt because of our words. Let us learn from Rabbi Dovid. Not necessary to say everything. When the conversation is speaking about shtuyot, Supreme Court, can they run the country? Do they have the votes? Don't get involved in the conversation. You know more than the people speaking. It makes no difference. Stay quiet. That was Rabbi Dovid. May we be able to learn these 3 exceptional traits which will serve us good. The trait of being humble. The trait of being simple. The trait of keeping our mouth closed and speaking limited words. And when we do speak, to make somebody feel good, words of Torah, words of Chesed. And there's no question, if we're able to do and rectify those midot, we'll be zocheh to shmeirah from the Borei Olam, and Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll be able to walk with the Mashiach very soon in Eretz Yisrael, in Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh. Everybody, stay safe. And it was a pleasure speaking to you words of Torah.